Hello everyone, it's James here, founder of Kimbley IT, for my next instalment of my Founder's Diary. The last one I did was about 2 months ago, and you can find the link for that down below. So what has happened with Kimbley IT over the last 2 months? Well, first off, we've rebranded. Same name, Kimbley IT, but we've now got a logo. We actually used 99 designs for the logo, which actually it's really good. We gave a prize of, it was about £400 for the winning logo. We ended up getting 700 entries. It was actually one of the hardest things I've done and the team here have done, trying to whittle it down to the final few that we were going to pick from. So it was about, I think it's 14 days, 700 entries. You then have like 3 days for the first lot of entries, and you have another. You then pick the ones you like from that, and they go into another like mini competition, and then you pick the ones you like from that, and you go and work with the designers that you like to really nail it to the logo you want. So there's a handful of logos that we really liked. We put a poll out on our social media channels so that people could vote and tell us what they thought they liked, just to give us some input from other people, external of the company, to get partners' ideas and which ones they like. There were a few that came up. The winning one actually wasn't the favourite, but it was our favourite, so we picked it. But the main reason being is the other logos, they had fancy stuff to do with the wording of Kimbley IT, which was great. The only problem is, if we decide we don't want to use the wording Kimbley IT, we just want to use the logo. There was no branding in it, so it was no use for like an avatar on a Twitter for our Twitter icon or our Google Plus page icon. We needed something that we could use as an icon, so we ended up going with this one, which was my favourite, because we can cut the Kimbley IT off and actually have some branding with the K in the cloud computing, that's what it stands for, and use that as an icon. And we've also got a inverted version, so you've got the black wording and the light coloured wording depending on what the background is, so it works on both. So that's the big thing that's happened in the last 2 months. I've got a list on my Nexus 5, so I'll pick the next thing that I'm going to talk about. Yes, we have a new broadband, mobile and VoIP offering that we're offering customers now. Because all the stuff we do in cloud, it's just natural for us to be able to provide a really good broadband and VoIP and mobile phone system to our clients, so that they can always access their cloud data whenever they want. It also gives us control right down to the actual connection they have to the internet. So if there's a problem, we can react a lot quicker and sort it out, rather than having to go on the phone to BT, wait for ages in their queue for someone at BT to do a line test, say there's nothing wrong, and then come back and back and forth as it is with BT. So yeah, we've got complete control over desk to the internet connection, which is brilliant, and we also can do better prices than BT and a lot of other broadband providers out there for business broadband. We'll be adding a page to our website at some point shortly, offering all those. At the moment, we're just focusing on our current clients and giving them these services, but we will soon be offering it to anyone. So keep an eye out if you're looking for broadband. The next thing we've got is, we've had a couple of new Google Apps clients come on board. Just so happens they're construction companies, which fit nicely into what we do, because we focus on creative, green and technology-based companies. Well, construction company is naturally a technology company. Turns out these are green companies, so they specialise in green construction, low carbon construction, and they design it, so they're creative as well. So they've gone online with Google Apps, and looking forward to working with them for the foreseeable future. Also visited a Google Apps event by a competitor, so I was kind of in incognito mode. I wasn't wearing any branding and just wearing a normal office shirt, which, if you know me, that's kind of unusual because I'm nearly always wearing branding. It was really interesting because, apart from me, there was pretty much no one else who turned up for it. But it was nice talking to the guys and getting to know them. They're an enterprise partner, so they specialise mainly on building custom mobile apps for clients, rather than the Google Apps part itself, it seemed. But it's always great to meet other Google Apps resellers. We won't be doing our own event because they don't seem to be very popular, to be honest. I think the problem is that people don't know what Google Apps is. So you say we're holding a Google Apps event, but no one knows what that is, so why would they come along? It's far better to advertise. We're advertising a way that we can move your business IT to the cloud that benefits you, in that you'll be able to access your data everywhere. It just needs a different type of advertising tone to it to get more people to come to it. It just wasn't advertised right, but it was nice meeting those guys. The next thing was, oh yeah, we had a Google Plus listing that went, well, we're going to call it viral, because as you know, Google Plus is meant to be a graveyard, which I don't agree with. There's plenty of action on there, but yeah, we had a notification come through. It was earlier this week actually, that there used to be there's file limits on all cloud services, so you can have a file of a certain size, but it can't go over that. Google Drive used to have a file limit of 10 gigs, so your file could not be bigger than 10 gigs. You wouldn't be able to put it on Google Drive. That got upped to 1 terabyte, so it's a massive increase, and I think it's actually the biggest in all cloud services for the file limit. But it came through on an update we had from Google, and it hadn't been announced by anyone. So we stuck it out there on Google Plus, and it got nearly 200 plus ones, which is a lot in Google Plus terms, and quite a lot of reshares. It wasn't until the day after that actually Google kind of announced it, but really quietly. So yeah, we're kind of pleased with that. It shows if you put the right stuff out on Google Plus, you can get a decent amount of feedback and comments on it. I love Google Plus, so I'm on it all the time. So if you want to find me and talk to me, just go to Google Plus, search for James Kimbley. You'll get me, or Kimbley IT, and that's the company account. But yeah, I really like it. I find it's a lot more sensible conversations. It's no junk that you see on Facebook that you're not really interested in. It's actually stuff that's generally interesting, and a lot of intelligent people are on there posting good quality things for you to read and interact with. So give Google Plus a shot if you haven't, and if you have and you're not using it anymore, go back to it, try it out. It's really good. But that's Google Plus for you. And then the final thing I have on my list is, oh, I haven't. It's the new branding. I just did the list in the opposite order. But yeah, that's everything we've been doing for the last 2 months since my last update. I'll try and do another update shortly, in a month's time. I need to have something to talk about. But I hope you enjoyed this update, and I look forward to talking to you soon.